Have you ever been in a situation when your prospect tells you that they would join, but they don't show up in the meetings? You keep rescheduling and they never show up, but they still tell you afterwards that they are interested and they would join. It can be really frustrating, and if you are somebody like that, this video is for you. And if this is the first time we are meeting, my name is Edita. I'm from VIE Now. I'm a network marketer like you, and I love network marketing, but I hate prospecting. And that was a big issue for me because I was feeling very uncomfortable approaching people, talking to strangers about my stuff, bringing my stuff, what I was selling up. And so obviously I was struggling, and but it only lasted until I found a way to get my prospects to come to me instead, and it changed everything for me. Ever since, my business is growing. And I talk about this stuff at VIE Now, and if you would like to learn my 3-step formula to recruit new team members without having to prospect, chase, and feel awkward, you can find it at viesnow.com/3 steps. You can find the link in the description of this video. And I want to talk about something, actually was the topic for this video was inspired by a question somebody asked, what to do when somebody tells you, your prospect tells you that they would join, and when you schedule meetings with them, you know, they don't show up, but they still keep repeating the same thing, and you end up in these endless follow-ups. I know that is quite a common situation for a lot of network marketers. A lot of us have experienced this kind of stuff, and I think what we are taught to do by our uplines is that we should be following up with our prospects until, I don't know, like forever. Maybe you can hear some suggestions that you should maybe sometimes stop for a couple of months, 3 months, and then follow up again, and so on and so forth. But here is the thing, and I think this is the underlying problem in network marketing, is that network marketers are taught that everyone is your prospect, and it's just simply not true. And I know, I've said that so many times, and I might sound like a broken record sometimes, but this is so important to understand. Not everyone is your prospect, and there are so many reasons why some people are not your prospects. From things like they are not business oriented, to things like they won't commit, they won't do the work, they don't want to do any extra stuff on top of their jobs, or situations in their own life, or various circumstances, family stuff, or it's just simply bad timing, sometimes. And if we are talking about products, again, just because you tell them that they need to look after their health doesn't mean they want to do it. So, and they won't do it. So we need to stop chasing everyone. Instead, we should be looking for people who want our stuff. So you need to be very clear on who really wants your stuff. You need to be clear on what problem you are solving and who has a pre-existing desire to solve that problem. And it's easy with social media these days. There are so many groups on so many different topics, basically anything you can think of, so you can find these people in groups. It's probably the simplest place to start. And then in terms of attracting these people to you, it's a different story. But finding them is very easy, you know. So stop thinking that everyone is your prospect. Start thinking about who would want your stuff, who has the pre-existing desire for what you are selling. And only then, you know, build your audience from these kind of people. And in terms of, you know, somebody telling you that they will join and they never show up to your meetings and so on, they start avoiding you. Well, it's really, you know, it's not, they never said, maybe they never gave you an objection, but by their behavior become an objection. By their behavior, they are indicating an objection, and this kind of person is clearly not your prospect. So think about it. Do you want to waste a lot of time trying to convince this person to join you or to buy from you, instead of thinking strategically, identifying the problem you're solving, identifying people who want to solve that problem, and only talking to this kind of people? You know, the time that you are wasting with this one person trying to convince him or her could be used to talk to 5 interested people. And that's a big problem with traditional network marketing, with prospecting. When you are told that everyone is your prospect, you are simply wasting time as opposed to talking to only people who want your stuff. So stop chasing people who are clearly disinterested. And if somebody didn't show up to your meeting, I guess I usually give another chance. You know, if they don't show up once, and depending on their behavior, depending on what they say afterwards, you know, I give them a second chance. But after that, that's it. I have no time. I'm losing people if I stick to this person who is not. And even if they join, you know, are they gonna behave themselves the same way? You know, they just gonna use your time and energy, and just they're not gonna do anything. So this kind of person who is telling you that they will join but is not showing up is not your prospect. So forget about them. So I hope this video was useful. If you like the video, grab my 3-step formula to recruit new team members without having to do this kind of stuff, without having to do useless follow-ups that go nowhere. You'll find it at visnow.com/3steps. And thanks very much for watching. I hope you're happy. It's Friday. Happy Friday, happy weekend, and I'll talk to you soon again. Bye now.